numbers. Big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist, man. Check the wrist, man. Got him hot. Ay, man, can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards. You just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Ay, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ay, she want it like me, cause I blame she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up.
Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Monday Night.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. Tonight, we finish off Week 4 with a good Monday night matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here come the Bengals now to take over. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller.
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't he?
He really is, and that tells me it's not just a one-time-a-week thing. They work on it all the time, trying to hone that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in sync and stay in sync in this one.
The drive starts with a completion left side. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first down, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. The numbers for him from a week ago. 5 catches, 51 yards, and a touchdown.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
They go play action here on first down. To the left side here for Eifert. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Anderson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 40. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Anderson, complete to the right side. It's Eifert. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. The Steelers now in the nickel here. Now Anderson operating from the gun. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
On first down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Preston Brown leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Where's 52? Block 52. Hey, Duke. Hey, just Duke.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Bradshaw. And Miller with it over the middle. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Get him.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. To the left side here for Eifert. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
Anderson loses the football, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
What partner they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
He was brought down by Malik Collins. To throw on second down. Bradshaw. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Boswell signed to a 4-year deal prior to last season, but he struggled a little bit.
Yeah, do you think that they saw 13 of 20 when they signed him to a 4-year deal?
Not at all.
Needs a big bounce back in 2019 if he wants to see the end of that contract.
Mike 58 right there. X3, 218, chop. Ready.
They'll run on first down. Dillon. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Sean Davis that time on the tackle. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, Anderson. And the catch good. It's Eifert. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 16 yards. A little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16. This quarterback now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. To throw is Anderson. From the gun, he'll throw. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Now a handoff here to his running back. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Looking to throw. Bradshaw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Bang, 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 bang.
Now we give running left. It's Bettis. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. A gain of 3, second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Back to throw. Bradshaw, a screen to Bell. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 4th down.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
The first quarter of the NFL season in the books after tonight, but Week 5 right around the corner. And it all starts Thursday night with a good one from Seattle. The Rams and the Seahawks in the NFC West. Kickoff 8:15 Eastern, 5:15 out on the West Coast from CenturyLink Field.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
On second down, Dillon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down. Now, the Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. He'll return it from the 6. A good return there, 17 yards. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the gun, Bradshaw. And the pressure gets to him again. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Jordan Berry now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's pulled in at the 32. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so. And they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Anderson now. Throwing on first down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Anderson to throw again. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on this.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Gonna give this time to the tailback. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And some room to maneuver. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2.
Try and get things kick-started.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
They can't stop us, baby. Every time.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. He did well to get him 8 yards, but it's still going to mean a call to the punt team on 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime, but the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. Last week, they got the victory against the San Francisco 49ers. They've got the lead in this one as well right now. Throwing to start the drive. Bradshaw, and that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. This is Bettis on the draw. And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
But this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, really limited to on 3rd down, you're a little off balance.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. Here's Anderson. Off play action. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't.
Now a 1st down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Anderson. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
That's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march up another 15 against your squad.
Yeah, they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Now Anderson to throw on 2nd down. Pass incomplete.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and chip their guys free.
You're right. They have had no room to breathe. 9 yards on the play and a 1st down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, this is the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Back now in Pittsburgh, it's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. Green's got it over the middle. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. On second down now. Dillon, and he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this game. Moving the football, got to be that way to go against them and try and get some points on the board.
And I'm curious on the defensive side if they stay aggressive because you know they want to pitch this shutout.
Yeah, they have to be aggressive, but they also have to be smart about it as well because one mistake can turn into 6 points.
Looking to throw. Anderson. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
See what I did?
Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A.J. Green. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are back within a single score.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide.
Complete to number 18, A.J. Green. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Bullock good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. This will be fielded at the 6. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a run on 1st down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. Again, they'll run with Bettis. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. And the Steelers on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. So now the Bengals down by 5. Just over a minute 40 to play. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. He's back to throw, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And we've reached the 1-minute mark in this game. Back to throw. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. He'll look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Well, going into the final play of this game.